Hi Aries, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another You versus Them. Aries, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Aries, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Aries spirit. Alright, Aries newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center I'm going to have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Aries, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Chariot in reverse. Somebody's feeling blocked. They're feeling blocked and it's making them feel very, very unhappy. They're thinking about the heartbreak, or maybe they are heartbroken now. This person desperately wants to come out of the cold with the other person after maybe you guys had an argument or fight or something. They are really, really missing what they could have had, what they should have had. I mean, they want a for a once. They want to happily ever after with the other person now. The other person says, well, they were always using their head over heart. They treated me like an option in their life. I kept giving them chances over chances, but they all backfired on me. So I'm not even looking at the past right now. I'm trying to change my life around and move towards only people who offer me what I offer them. It's like I want an equal give and take, and I'm not settling for anything else. That's my first thought, of course. I'm going to clarify these cards and we'll also do your action cards, Aries. But before that, let's ask the universe what's going on. Spirit, tell me what's going on with Aries and their person. Why are they both feeling this way currently? Aries and their person, Spirit. All right. So the first card here, Aries says reflection. Somebody is taking some time out to think about what happened, why it happened, what they want now, and it's not making them feel very happy regarding whatever went bad between the two of you. Second card says true love, a love that is unconditional. So either somebody is realizing that the other person was or is their true love, or maybe this is the other person saying, you know what, I'm not settling for anything less than unconditional love. I need true love in my life. Third one says secret. Someone is spying on you from afar. So if some of you are asking, why is this person showing up in my energy? Because they are still attached to your energy. They're spying on you from, well, afar. All right, so let's also do your dialogue message cards, Aries. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll clarify the rest. Aries and their person, Spirit. Aries and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Right, let's take a few more Aries from another deck. Aries and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? And I'll take a few more from a third deck and then we'll start the reading. Aries and their person, Spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? All right, Aries, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Aries, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. All right, so the first card here says, my heart breaks a little bit more every day that we are apart. You're never alone because I am your shadow. When you cry, I'll embrace you in spirit. When you're sad, I'll help remind you to smile. I'm always there with you, even when you can't see me. I didn't think it was possible to feel this much. Thoughts of you fill my head. I think about you before I sleep. I dream of you all night, and then I wake up to think about you all over again. I hope you allow me to step up and turn this around. Every thought is you. You occupy my mind. I can't escape you, even if I tried. I look at your pictures for hours on end. You're still so beautiful to me. You're perfect in my eyes. Don't ever change. Giving up and leaving just seems so much easier than to deal with any more pain. I have to improve myself and my life to feel worthy of you. I miss you so much that it feels like there's a real pain in my chest. I won't show you that though. I have a need to always be right. Sorry, I gave you a hard time. Alright, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating, Aries, with your storyline, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on this side, which is person A, then we'll move to person B. Newcomers, please remember, these are not gender-based. I'm not guessing which side Aries is on because I could be dealing with two Aries here, right? But if this is your reading, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on and who this person is for you in your life. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush. Could very well be a business partner, relative, best friend, a co-worker maybe. So please use your own judgment. This is a general reading. Okay. So person A, let's start with you. How are you feeling right now? Why you're looking very unhappy? 9 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, because they feel the other person's let them go. I think they were hoping that the other person would keep waiting. But now it's like there's been some heartbreak. 3 of Swords. Yeah, they're feeling they're getting some karma. Yep, they feel they're getting some karma now for breaking the other person's heart. And they know that the other person is very upset and angry with them, has put up strong boundaries now, and now they're worried that they've lost their chance or things have ended. Right? So that's what's, I think, what's making them very, very unhappy right now because, yeah, they feel they made the wrong choice. They made the wrong choice and lost out on a soulmate. Whatever decision this person made, I think, was wrong. And they've realized that the other person has now made their own decisions that saying, you know what, if you can't choose me, I'm going to choose myself. Either way, they've lost out on this 4 of Wands. At least that's how they feel. Why do you feel this way, person A? Tell me. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This person is depressed, very, very depressed at maybe their own past selfish behavior and the thought that they've created some kind of bad memories in this connection. Maybe at one time this is the person who was keeping their options open and now it's like, I don't know what to do. They feel they've lost out on their biggest wish. They've lost out on their star. Now, it's actually helped this person to grow up and take responsibility. They are taking responsibility for their actions. Now, what happened? But you were telling me that. What's the 5 of Wands? They made some foolish mistake. They created some kind of a, competition or fight or, I don't know, something they did which they've been feeling very foolish about. Either they were expecting the other person to, fight for their attention or show them how important they were or something. Whatever happened, this created some conflict between the two of you and now they're very worried that things are over. This person is desperately wanting to come out of the cold now. Yeah, it's like, now I've made up my mind. Now I'm making a decision. Omkaratarot, I desperately want to return back to them. But I don't know whether I can or not. I should have invested when I had an opportunity. I should have told them. I should have invested more. But they disappointed their person. It's like, okay, now they've stepped up. Now they want to take responsibility. They want to message the other person, but they are not sure if the other person will even want a partnership with them anymore or not, right? After the way maybe they were breadcrumbed. So it's like they're not sure whether now they will even be open to having a partnership with me anymore. So tell me, how do you see the connection currently then? How do you see person B? How do you feel about the connection right now as I'm doing the reading? 4 of Cups. So they are really missing the other person. They can't take action because why not? Why can't you take action anymore? Because they know they did wrong. This person knows they did some injustice. They are just sitting and yearning for the other person. I don't know what this person did. Maybe they were, enjoying themselves or, got third parties involved or there was some friends group or maybe they were just out there flirting. Whatever this person did, I think it was really selfish and self-centered. Really selfish. It was all about them. And I don't think this person opened up emotionally to the other person. They played hot and cold and I think eventually things came to an ending. Now they're missing their person. Now they feel the lack of love in their life. Now they feel they've lost out on an opportunity to have a glorious future. They not sure if the other person will even want to work with them. They are very lonely. They're very lonely. They feel they've made some very unwise decisions in their life, but they now see the potential of what they really want or could have had. So tell me about the Four of Wands. What's the Four of Wands? See, it's like they want this now. They want this, but they are not sure if the other person will want the same thing anymore. After the way I disrespected them, after, I didn't offer them any equal give and take, will that other person, that's person B, will they even want me back? Tell me more. Yeah, this person is now reflecting. That's why the card came of reflection. This person is reflecting on their past mistakes. They're seeing things from the other person's perspective as well. It's not like, they made up their mind to, create conflict, and now, okay, I have changed my mind. Now I can go rushing back to them, and now I can get them back. This person is putting themselves in the other person's shoes and saying, what if it was me? What if somebody had done that to me? Would they take me back? So I think they're coming to the conclusion that if the other person is still guarded or protecting their energy, it's because of the lack of effort they put in. And that's like a huge realization that they were at fault. They created a tower. They didn't, build on a foundation between the two of you of a partnership or an equal give and take. So, well, for that you will have to take some action instead of just spying and feeling miserable. And here's your action card, person A, which I'll open later, of course. I'm going to go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So, person B, how are you feeling about this now? What's the King of Swords for you? What's the King of Swords for you? And the Seven of Cups? Yeah, person B has given me the same card again, which person A saw them as, right? Yeah, they insulted me. They didn't make me feel I was worth their time. They were very rude, and it was all head over heart. They just said, I don't know. There was a return of something. I don't know. But I think person B figured out. I think they came to some... Or maybe person A was at that point a little cocky and said, what, yes, I want to have access to you, but I am not going to choose you. Or maybe their actions showed it, or they could have just said it that, I'm not interested in a commitment right now. They were very defensive. I think person B, what's the Seven of Cups? What did they do? They never opened up emotionally. See, this is what person B is saying. They came across as somebody stubborn. It's like my way or the highway. I'm not interested in commitment. I'm not open to emotions. I'm not this. I'm not that. And that kind of made person B feel, well, they don't love me, or they don't respect me, or they don't care for me. And if I allow them to keep coming back into my life, then I'm allowing myself to be treated like an option. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Seven of Cups. More, yeah, it's like whatever their behavior was, person B says whatever their behavior was, my way or the highway, I'm in charge, and I can get away with whatever. I don't have to give my emotions. It started to make person B feel maybe there was something wrong with them. It started making them feel that I'm not good enough. It kind of started eating away, I think, at person B's confidence. All right, so why do you feel this way, person B? Tell me. Judgment. What's the Judgment card? I think there was... person B did give chances, I feel. They did give chances. Even though they did give those chances, all they got was conflict. There was conflict, there was a lack of commitment. So I think person B is kind of being a little hard on themselves that, what was the point? I just wasted time. I, gave them ample opportunity. I allowed them to, realize what this connection could have been. I kept myself stuck and chained and bound, even though the writing was on the wall. They made it very clear that, they were not interested in anything serious. But I am the one who kept a blindfold over my eyes. And you know what? It just backfired on me. I wasted some time, energy, effort. They lied, they cheated, they ghosted finally. So I think person B is kind of taking responsibility for their actions, saying, yeah, I shouldn't have allowed that to happen. But I think secretly person B was at that time hoping that if they give enough time or enough patience to person A, maybe they'll understand and they'll come back with a big offer. All I have to do is wait for a little bit. I know they're going to choose my direction, but I don't think person A ever made the effort to, build anything. Finally, I think person B did figure it out and said, you know what, I have to get off this thinking, overthinking, being stressed out. I mean, like, it's very plain. They're not putting in the effort. They're not putting in the work. So maybe I'm tricking myself into an illusion. This is an illusion I'm created in my mind that, oh, one day if I wait long enough, they will, do this and do that. The truth of the matter, person B says, is that they never loved me in the first place. There was no love here. It wasn't on offer, but I just kept giving them a chance, feeling, no, maybe, they'll realize or something. Now person B is realizing that no, all they wanted was some, fun or maybe something. It was like toxic behavior, which I have to release. So I think person B came to some kind of clarity and they realized that, no, I'm just fooling myself. I mean, they've made it very clear with their actions, words, or whatever, that they're not opening up emotionally to me. So tell me then, person B, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A right now? How do you feel about the connection as I'm doing the reading? 5 of Cups in reverse. Person B says, I've learned my lesson. I'm not looking at the past anymore. I'm done waiting around for this person, waiting for them to message me, waiting for them to call me. No, I'm not foolish anymore, Omkaratarot, and nor am I going to waste time anymore. So what's the 6 of Pentacles? 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, person B says, I'm not even waiting for communication from them. I want an equal give and take or nothing else. No, I'm not fighting for this connection anymore or any other connection, to be honest. Person B says, I'm not going to give anyone a chance who's not committed, who's not going to show me that they have serious intentions. And this particular person, no, they were not my soulmate. They were not my soulmate. So I've learned my lesson, person B says. Maybe they came into my life to teach me a lesson that don't pin your hopes on people in anticipation of, if I wait long enough, if I love them, more, or if I'm kind and compassionate, maybe they'll see my value. No, you have to show me what you got and then I'll show you what I got. Then you show me what you got. It's like it has to be a flow. Otherwise, I'm not going to give. Yeah, I think person B especially has lost hope. They've lost hope and yes, they are not waiting and being sad anymore. Okay, so let's see what actions you guys will take then. I'm going to take another deck for this one, Aries, and now this deck. And while I shuffle this deck, my turn to remind you, if the storyline has resonated, do let me know. You can do that by tapping on the thumbs up button or leaving me a comment. Thank you. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. All right, so person A, I'm back with you now. Oh, somehow this card was upside down. I never opened it. Yeah, so this came on person A's side, who really is wishing that the heartbreak would end. So will you take any action for that person A? This is your action card for the next 7 days. Will you take action towards person B? Or if not, then what's your plan for the next 7 days? Action from your end. The Fool. Now, are you going to take that risk and take a leap of faith towards person B? Or are you just going to sit around and feel like a fool? Tell me. What's the Fool card for you? Or are you worried the other person has moved on? Three scenarios could be there with the Fool card. And that's why we need to clarify. 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. Oh, King of Wands. They are definitely taking a leap of faith. Wow, look at these cards. This person says, I'm going to take action. I don't care what happens. I'm going to take that risk, Omkaratarot, because I am very, very attracted to them, and they are my perfect match, King of Wands to the Queen of Wands. I know they are my perfect mate. They are my perfect partner. And yes, I want a 10 of Pentacles. I want something really stable and long-term. And I am going to show them because I'm going to put in the effort. I want to work on this connection. So I'm sure all my viewers are thinking as well, yeah, that will never happen. Are you just planning it, thinking it, or is it going to be in the next 7 days? I'm going to ask you again, person A. These are brave words. Okay, tell me. 8 of Cups, Hanged Man, 10 of Wands, Death and Rebirth, 10 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so they are serious. This person is serious. Yes, they are saying yes. It's not that I'm, overconfident and feeling I can get away just when I want to. Yes, I'm very, very nervous. So I am kind of a little stuck. I'm trying to figure things out. And yes, I'm trying to figure out how I can help both of us to forget about the burdens of the past so that we can end the past and have a brand new beginning. So yes, they are very burdened, and this person is very, very burdened, overwhelmed, bogged down, and a bit worried as well that the other person may have emotionally walked away. What if they are not interested? So they are going through all the pros and cons, but their intentions are very serious. They are wanting to come back because they feel you guys are perfect together. Now they see a 10 of Pentacles. Now they want to step up. They want to have something long lasting. So, okay, don't hang upside down on a tree for too long and miss your opportunity if you are intending to get that. They also. Okay, so they're telling me, Omkaratarot, the only reason I'm worried right now, even though I know that we are perfect for each other, is like, what if I've delayed it for too long? And what if by the time I reach them, they have given their heart to somebody else already? What if they've moved on from me and they're happy without me? Right? So that's why they're trying to, I don't know, think before they leap. All right, so, okay, person B, you tell me. What's your action going to be towards person A or otherwise in your own life now? 10 of Swords. I think person B is kind of accepted the ending. I've been hurt, I've been betrayed, I've kind of closed this chapter of my life. It's really hurt me. Do I really want them to come back and find another sword from somewhere and plunge it into my back, Omkaratarot? Okay, the Emperor, 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 6 of Wands. All right, Temperance. Okay, so person B is being a little cautious now. They are being cautious. They do have other options. I can see that. They do have other options. They're saying, okay, if they want to come back, okay, so if they want to come back, they have to prove to me that they have now leveled up. I want to see actions. I don't want to hear any more words, Omkaratarot. And yes, it will kind of make me feel good, but I'm going to take my time. I'm going to not rush into anything with them, but yes, I'll be willing to listen to them, and they'll have to be patient with me because you know what? Right now, I'm in a good position. I have many options I can choose from. I'm the one who makes up my mind now, and I don't want to make a mistake this time because I am feeling very good about my own life. I think person B is feeling very successful. They are feeling good about themselves. They know that they have the world to choose from right now, and they're not saying no to you, person A. They're just saying that, okay, if you do want to come back, I'll give you a chance. But then you'll have to prove it to me. I'm not just going to trust you blindly, which is absolutely fair. Okay, so why the Chariot in reverse? Why is the Chariot in reverse right now, Spirit? For the overall energy for Aries reading. The Fool, 6 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is person B saying, I am not going to move towards you. I'm going to hold my energy back till you can prove it, because if you can't prove it, or you haven't changed, or maybe I don't even like you anymore, or whatever, I think person B is already in a very peaceful place. They have dealt with their 10 swords, and they are already in a very peaceful place. It's like, with or without you, you know what, I know the world is open for me, and I will find love in my life, even if it's with somebody new. So person B is not going to be the one to make any effort, but they will be open to, well, see what you got, person A. Come on, take your best shot and go for it. All right, so that's what I have for you. Till next time, then. Love and light. Take care. Namaste, Aries.